In today's video, we're going to be going over exactly how you are going to be able to find the exact entries, stop loss, and take profits to finally make money trading. A lot of people always ask me, Antonio, what is your setups? What are you looking for? And I've shared it before, bits and pieces. But in today's video, trust me, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I find my trades, how I establish my take profits, how I establish my stop losses, and how I built my own unique strategy to make millions of dollars in the markets over the last 11 years. But trust me, subscribe, like, and save this video because you're gonna need it, right? A lot of times we have short attention span. You're gonna stop midway through this video, only watch 3 minutes and go back to TikTok. No, you need to finish this whole video or you're never gonna grasp it. Ask yourself, are you serious about getting better trading? And yes, this is not gonna be the fun millionaire life. Antonio's in a Ferrari, he's got a big booty Latina wife. Videos that you tend to like, but this is the important ones. If you want my lifestyle, you better pay attention to the important fucking videos. You better pay attention to the videos like we're gonna go over today. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's gonna be really interesting. And if you really love day trading, you're gonna love this kind of videos. So we're gonna jump straight into the charts and we're gonna go over exactly how I find my trade today. Today was a perfect example of something that I do of how I like my trades. It always starts on the main thing that I'm trading, which is, guess what? Yeah, you guessed right, the Nasdaq. If you don't know, the main two things that I trade, it's the Nasdaq and S&P 500 on the future side in Q1 and ES. First thing that I like to look for is always a high time frame confluence point. That is 4 hours on above. So I'm gonna jump to the 4 hour time frame, guys. And what I'm looking for is usually gonna be two time frames, the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. Those are going to be the two main ones that are going to tell me the overall directions of the market, and I'm going to use this to establish okay, if I know it's a bullish trend, but where's going to be the entries? Like if we look, this is obviously a strong bullish candle, right? Like you can see, but what if you were bullish right here? Let's say you turn bullish right here at this level of price. You probably got stopped out before price went up. So it doesn't matter if you know exactly where price is going to go. You also have to figure out where to find entries. But first, okay, I'm looking at the larger time frame. As I look through the larger time frames, I'm asking myself, am I in a bullish trend? Am I in a sideways trend? Or am I in a downtrend? As you can see, we were obviously in a bearish trend. But then what happens? You go bullish, sideways, reversal more often than not. Then we went to a sideways trend that caused potential beginning of a bullish trend. Now we had a really strong downtrend with the markets. I'm expecting some kind of relief bounce potentially this week. So I'm paying attention to this area right here. Okay, bullish, we went sideways, now we might have turned bearish, sideways, now we might have turned bullish. So what I'm looking at is this 4 hour fair value gap right here. It had gotten disrespected and we broke above, right? So now as we go into the day, I'm looking right here and say, hey, we disrespected the 4 hour bearish fair value gap and we built a 4 hour bullish one here. So this is the area that more than likely I believe buyers should be holding a price to stay in control of these markets. I'm not looking to long up here. Now I'm only looking to long in this area. My bias is turn, hey, I have this key area right here, and if we lose this key area, then I think price is gonna go lower. It's gonna go and make a new low, or we have this area of resistance up here, which is again another 4 hour bearish fair value gap, another area where price might go and then reject to. So now it's kind of telling me like, hey, these are overall areas that I should be looking for buys and sells. I know if I'm in a support area, demand area, a fair value gap area here, I know I'm not gonna wanna be shorting, right? Because it's the likelihood of this going down, it's a little bit low, right? It's not gonna be a good area to look for an entry short. Doesn't mean price cannot go down. Keep that in mind. It's all about probability. That's what you have to reminding yourself. It's probability. What is the probability of something to happen? Now for the 4 hour, now that I've established my areas, I can move down and jump to the 1 hour. The 1 hour now, it's gonna refine my levels a little bit. I can see, okay, yes, obvious, higher low, higher high, and I'm building this uptrend. I do know though that an uptrend is gonna need a pullback to then potentially go higher. So what I do is I use my Fibonacci tool. This is the first time I'm gonna use my Fibonacci tool. It's gonna be your third tool down, and I draw from the top to the bottom. And now I'm establishing myself where is the 0.5 or below or down to the GP. So 0.66, 0.618, 0.5. I'm only gonna look for longs within this area, right? And okay, which area now overlaps with the two things? Which area overlaps with the 4 hour and the 1 hour? Looking at right here, right? Look where the bottom was today. So now I know I can mark this out and I can say, I can mark that area that I have right here, and I can color it in and say high time frame key area. I can make it any color that I like, anything that you want, anything that will help you. Now that's what I do. I went to the market today. This is a trade that we actually took live, made a good bit of it. It was a signal. If you want to learn from me, link is down below. Just go check it out. And this is my high time frame key area if I want to be bullish. This also means if I lose this area, I can look for bearish entries. If I lose, okay, I should be changing my bias to bearish. That's why I don't go in with a strong daily bias. I go in looking for these high time frame key areas, and I'm looking for longs or shorts off of them, right? I stay nimble in the markets. I don't fall in love with one thing. Right now, for the 1 hour, I moved down to the 15 minutes. So 1 hour, I moved down to 15 minutes. And again, is there anything that I can notice? Oh yes, this 15 minute here was a breakout area. I will delete down the Fibonacci tool. You don't need it. I am gonna make this a little bit smaller so you guys can see all the way through. Now, what do I notice about this high time frame key area is if I zoom out, look at this, guys. If we drag this out, what do you see right here? What do you tell me? Leave a comment down below. Maybe you know. This is a strong level of resistance price. Rejected, 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 rejected. Tried again, and then finally displacement candle. This is what we call a displacement candle, which means this is our breakout area. This is our old resistance area, demand area, whatever you call it, turn out into breakout area. Now I have 3 confluences. Look at my high time frame key area. Isn't that awesome? For 4 hours, one reason to be potentially long in the area. 1 hour, another. We found another reason right at 0.5, right below the 0.5. Now in the 15 minute, we found, hey, this was a breakout area. This is our displacement candle, so that we know if something retraces this area, there should be some buyers trying to make the price bounce. Now, how strong are those buyers? We'll find out. But regardless, we can make money in that trade. So beautiful. So now I have this high time frame key area right here marked out, and then finally can jump into the 5 minute, 1 minute. This is what I like to call my entry zones. This is where I'm actually gonna find a nice exact entry. This is where I'm gonna find my take profits and my stop losses area. You guys see how we're using all the time zones together. Imagine this as a puzzle. Day trading is a puzzle, and you need to put the puzzle pieces together. Once the puzzle pieces fit together, you can actually take a trade. If your puzzle piece, if you're trying to like hammer them in and they're not working, don't force them, okay? Please don't force them. Leave them alone. Okay, so 5 minute happens. I'm gonna be looking at what happens when we tap into the area. Guys, look at this. Big reaction. Price where sellers were strong. Buyers bought it all the way up. But also, what's important, guys, look at this. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we had a red folder news. If you don't know what that means, it means there was news. What does market like to do? It likes to use news to manipulate it. So the initial news was a big red and then quickly got bought up. Baiting people, right? A short now, just hiding short. Little did they know they came right into a trap at 775. But we're smart. We did top-down analysis. We don't just chase candles. We were ready for that. You could have looked for an entry there. But me personally, I did not. Because I like to wait what we call a confirmation. Confirmation means that price is confirming your area to be strong. So confirmation can come in a couple different things. What I personally like to look is a retracement to the golden pocket area on a smaller time frame. So you see on this 5 minute time frame, if we confirm this is the bottom, and for the leg higher will be from the bottom to the next high, which was just simply here. This 0.618 and 0.66 area needs to be held up. Sometimes also the 0.5 area, depends. As you can see, 0.618 and 0.66 here gets lined up. So then that's where I would put my, you can use a limit entry, whatever entry you like, market entry, stop loss under that low, and looking to take out the next areas of key importance. In this case, would have been this bearish fair value gap here that was sitting in premium. Oh, you guys might say, hey, I'm talking about there's another bearish fair value gap here. Why did you ignore this? Well, it's simple, because whenever we're looking for fair value gap, are they above or below the 0.5? As you can see, the 0.5 is here. This fair value gap, since bearish, it's below it, it should be above it to be more of importance, right? As you can see here, price, even on the move higher, it's currently is rejecting the 0.66, the 0.618. Golden pocket retracement tool that I have created, I've invented it. A lot of people use the golden pocket, but these specific settings that I'm using, only I use them. But do you see how I used everything combining, guys? I'm using everything combining. I'm not just letting things up to a chance. I need everything to be clicked. I need to build my checklist, and you can do this, guys. Rewatch the video, go back and like, okay, what didn't you say? Oh, high time frame key area 4 hour, boom. Do I have a check there? High time frame key area on 1 hour. Do I have a check there? Did I draw a fib from the high time frame leg? Check. Then did I draw a fib, Fibonacci, from the small time frame here, the 5 minute and 1 minute I'm showing you right now, which was where our entry was found at the golden pocket area, right? All those, once you start checking, then you're gonna be able to find high risk to reward, small risk type of trades. If you look at this type of trade, the risk reward that we had, and again, we're not trying to catch like the exact bottom and the tops of the markets, but we're trying to catch is high risk to reward trade. If we're able to catch the whole move here, was have been about a 1 to almost 3 risk to reward from top to bottom. we'll be generous. We'll say we call it 1 to 2. It's usually what I like to inform. Even the stop loss, guys, I personally had my stop loss under this low. You can be a little more aggressive, a little more depending on how you're trading. Mine was close below the golden pocket. More than likely, I did not want to wait for this area to get retested. I would have just waited. So again, this is how you find high risk reward areas to take trades off of. And don't think you need to predict the exact tops and the bottoms. You usually need to predict where is this high time frame area. Can you take advantage of a move within that to capitalize and make money? This is about 122 points multiplied by 20. Somebody knows math. I'll be honest, I don't know math, but that's how much money you could have made. I made that, multiply that by 3. So much I made because I had 3 minis running into this trade. So I hope this video helped. Hope you make money following this exact step-by-step tutorial. And if you do, leave a like because it just helped you out. I mean, even if you knew some of this stuff, I'm sure you learned a little more. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, subscribe.